Customer support emails leaked into a public dashboard. A single untagged column bypassed the entire masking policy. Welcome to Snowflake Data Governance. In this lesson, you'll learn how to use object tagging, automated classification, and data quality monitoring to build a production-ready governance layer. Covers what you need. Snowflake Data Governance means, from browser to database, the governance layer manages metadata, enforces policies, and monitors data quality using object tagging, classification, and automated alerts. Think of it like a library. Tags are stickers on books, classification is sorting, and data quality checks for missing pages. Object tagging lets you assign key-value pairs to database objects like columns and tables for governance and security. Tags also support inheritance on schemas, so they propagate to child objects. After applying tags, you can query references to see which tags are on which objects, all stored in Snowflake's metadata layer and accessible via system functions. Use allowed values to enforce a controlled vocabulary. Here's how to create a tag with allowed values, apply it to a column, and query tag references either via information schema or the system $tag reference function. The allowed values clause ensures only valid values are used. If you create a tag without allowed values, any value can be used, causing inconsistent tagging and governance gaps. The fix adds allowed values equals high, medium, low, restricting values to a controlled vocabulary that ensures every tag assignment is valid. Manual tagging doesn't scale. Automate classification using a stored procedure that scans column names and sample data to apply tags. For instance, columns named email or containing @ can be tagged as PII. Schedule it with a task to run daily. This stored procedure iterates over all columns in the public schema and applies tags based on column name patterns. It then schedules the procedure as a daily task to keep tags up to date. Masking policies can be attached to tags, not just columns. This allows dynamic masking based on tag values. For instance, create a policy that masks columns tagged with sensitivity level equals high for non-privileged roles. This decouples policy from specific columns, making governance scalable. Here's how to create a masking policy and attach it to a tag. The policy uses current_role to check the user's role and either reveals the value or masks it. Any column with that tag automatically gets the policy. Test with different roles to verify masking. If you attach a masking policy to a tag but forget to apply the tag to new columns, those columns remain unmasked. The fix is to tag the column at creation time using with tag, so the masking policy applies automatically. Data quality is crucial for trust. Snowflake provides alerts that can monitor conditions like null rates. Use tasks to compute quality metrics and store them in a table, then set alerts on that table. Alerts can send notifications via email or webhook, enabling proactive issue detection. This example sets up a quality metrics table with a default current timestamp, then a task that uses NULLIF to compute null ratios safely, and finally an alert that triggers system $send email when the ratio exceeds 1%. Regular audits ensure governance policies are followed. Use the tag references all columns function to list all columns and their tags, then compare against a baseline of expected tags to identify any gaps. Automate this with a task that generates a report to ensure compliance. This query uses tag references all columns to find all columns in the public schema that lack the sensitivity level tag. Use it to identify governance gaps. Tags can also drive row-level security via row access policies. For instance, if a table has a tag, region, on a column, you can create a policy that filters rows based on the user's region. This dynamic filtering happens automatically without any query changes. Combine with mapping tables to map tags to access privileges. Here's how to create a row access policy that uses a mapping table to filter rows based on the current role and a tag value. This enables dynamic, attribute-based access control. Implementing data governance requires a structured workflow. Define your tag taxonomy, automate classification, Then enforcement, enforce policies via tag-based masking and row access, monitor data quality with alerts, and follow up with dedicated auditing using Snowflake's access history. This view shows tagged versus untagged columns per table using the tag references all columns function, helping you monitor governance coverage at a glance. Here's how it played out. A new column, customer email, was added to the orders table but never tagged. The masking policy only protected tagged columns, so the column was exposed in a public analytics dashboard. The root cause was a lack of automated tagging for new columns. The fix was to implement an automated classification stored procedure that runs daily, scanning new columns for patterns like email and applying appropriate tags. Once tags are applied, the masking policy is automatically activated, so new columns are automatically PII protected. An alert was set up for untagged columns, ensuring nothing slips through. This is the exact mistake from the incident. A new column was added without applying the required tag, so the masking policy never activated. The fix is to add the tag right after creation, alter column customer email set tag sensitive, which enables the masking policy on the column immediately. Always automate tagging to prevent this. To diagnose governance issues, first run select system $tag reference on the column. Then verify the masking policy is attached to the tag. Check alert, history for alert state, and review task history for classification runs. Let's review common interview questions on Snowflake Data Governance. Knowing these will help you demonstrate your expertise. Let's recap frequently asked questions about Snowflake Data Governance. To recap, object tagging is the foundation of Snowflake governance. Use allowed, values, and automate classification. Tag-based masking policies scale governance by applying policies to all columns with a given tag. Monitor data quality with alerts and tasks. Regular audits prevent governance gaps. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at TheCodeForge.io.